I decided to make a quick little video showcasing the Icejade, a Mermail-Atlantean deck profile I took to locals this weekend. It's not anything crazy, pretty much the same deck as I showcased in my other videos. I just added the small Icejade engine of double Tremora, one Acti, one Edgerine, and double Cradle. The extra deck is pretty much the same. I would like to use Prima Donna as well as Barrier Statue in here, but I decided to take it a bit safer this week. And I also documented the hands I drew throughout this event, so I would like to show you how consistent or not consistent the deck actually was. So let's see the first hands. Going into this event, my first hand was this one. As you can see, it's actually pretty great, and I could make a ton of plays using it, but I got de-shifted immediately and then OTK'd immediately, so I didn't have a chance of doing absolutely anything. But yeah, it's pretty great, even having a Aria and Cradle. For example, if I normal summoned Diva and she got negated, I could possibly get with my Cradle Tremora, use Swap Frog to special summon it, discarding Teos, sending to the grave Substitute, and then using Aria, banishing my Teos to get my Neptabyss, and then discard Tremora to summon Neptabyss from our hand. Then use his effects, send Dragoons to get Dragoons, then get Lapis Dragon, special summon it, link into Anemone, and this is technically the Swap and Diva combo I showcase in a lot of my videos, and it's also, as you can see, the Icejades provided a great way of juking, I guess, the hand traps our opponent has, I guess. So we get a free toad right here immediately. Let's summon it. And then we have 4 waters in grave, so Substitute tributing Dragoons gets us another Swap Frog, and Dragoons will get us our Mooling Glacier. So not too bad, considering our opponent also lost another card from their hand, so he's -3 right now, and we went full combo. Well, that is if they don't have the shifter, of course, but yeah, we can also tribute our Anemone, get the Swap Frog, get our Totally Awesome, and then we could also make an Abysslacia, and as you can see, I kind of fucked it up here, because I could have gotten an infantry with my Neptabyss, but yeah, I didn't see into the future that well right here. But as you can see, that was an incredible hand, being able to juke an Ash Blossom or something, but not the Shifter. The Shifter fucks our whole deck. So let's see our next hand. This next hand, going second obviously, looks pretty bad, not great at least, but it actually, thanks to the Icejade engine, became quite great. Obviously, starting off, we are going to use Deep Sea Minstrel to ditch Substitute, and we actually saw an impermanence in our opponent's hand, which we did banish Then I used my cradle to get my Tremora. Tremora's effect activates, we get to special summon our Pike. Pike's effect activates. I don't find any use for my gun, so I decided to grab an Adjurine. Special summon my Nettle. Nettle and Pike make and a Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark's effect activates. We detach Nettle to get our Totally, and then we normal summon our Adjurine to get a Cradle for next turn. But we are going to make an Anemone using Adjurine and Bahamut. Now Anemone will get our Substitute from grave, and then Substitute is going to tribute both our Anemone and itself to make a second Toad, which is pretty good if I say so myself, especially considering the awful hand we actually have. So yeah, that's pretty great, and we actually won this game right here. So let's see our next hand. For this game our opponent decided to let us play first. I believe they probably wanted to let us play first and depend on their hand traps to shut off our turn, and then they could easily OTK us. And well, that didn't work out because we won, and what we did was we activated Small World to banish our Pike and a Dupe Frog. Where is it? A Dupe Frog, there it is, to get ourselves a Dragoons. Then I activated Teus, ditching my Dragoons to summon Teus. Dragoons activates and Teus activates, but our opponent decided to Ash Blossom our Teus, which is a very bad move, I guess, because we were only going to get a Gund. But how would they know that? Yeah, that's the beauty of rogue decks, I guess. And then Dragoons got us our Neptabis. Then I didn't opt to summon Neptabis because Adjurine is a great normal summon, baiting hand traps, because her second effect says that if she is targeted, you can special summon a water monster from your hand, which would let us easily special summon our Neptabis as well as baiting another hand trap. But that didn't happen because our opponent didn't have a hand trap. Yeah, sorry for that. Yeah, and then we we didn't activate that. We used Cradle, sorry, and got our Icejade Acti. Then Tremora activates, we special summon our Acti, who lets us discard a card from our hand, and we get to discard Neptabis, activating its effect to get the Dragoons. Then we overlay for Bahamut Shark, detaching Dragoons to get a Totally awesome, and then Dragoons activates and we got our Lapis Dragon. Then Lapis Dragon special summons itself. We get to have to make an Adamancipator Adjurine, and here I actually drew an infantry, so I obviously decided to go for an Abyss Lacia. And yeah, the placement right here is a bit awful, but yeah, that's a great board in my opinion. Pop and search with Lacia, totally awesome, and only negate, you could say, and a Dragite for spell and trap card negation, sorry. Yeah, pretty great, and the hand also didn't look incredible. It was good, but yeah. So Ice Jades actually let us go through a lot of hand traps in this match, and we thankfully won because of that. So let's see our second match. During my next game, I was playing against Runic Sprites. Before, I forgot to mention I was playing against Madolches, and this was my opening hand. Here I felt really confident normal summoning my Gypsy Diva. I don't know why, but I did it. I used my Nectaries to send to the grave a Dragoons and add to my hand another Dragoons, and Dragoons effect to get a Lapis Dragon. Well, Lapis Dragon's effect activates. We're going to summon our Lapis Dragon, and right here, we are going to summon our Marince's Coral Anemone. We did that because we are going to activate Small World, banishing our dupe, and a Minstrel to get our Swap Frog. We are going to special summon our Swap Frog right here, use its effect to send a Subtitoad to the grave, and then, we are going to use Anemone, get sub, use its effect, tribute Neptabis, summon Swap from deck, Neptabis effect activates, we get our Dragoons. And then we have 4 waters in grave, but tributing Dragoons we are going to have 5, so we summon our Swap Frog and get our Moonling Glacier for the 2-card hand loop, I guess. It's not a loop, but yeah, you know what I mean. We summon our Totally Awesome, we summon our Moonling Glacier. And right here I actually decided not to do anything crazy. I decided to make an Abyss Glacier using my swap and Totally Awesome. And we are going to use Tipsy Area, banishing our 1 Dragoons to get our infantry. So afterwards, well, not afterwards, for the next turn you have an Omni Negate, a Pop and a Search, and possibly a second Omni Negate if Abyss Glacier is destroyed, summoning our Totally Awesome, which is pretty great in my opinion. So let's see our next hand. This is another hand from a game I played against tearlaments. So I was going first and I actually normal summoned my Neptabis. I used its effect. He tried using Ash Blossom, but I explained to him that it was a cost, at least the first part of the effect, so he took it back. But I knew he had a Ash Blossom, so I got Dragoons and I also got a Minstrel right here, which would also be an optimal play regardless of whether I knew he had an Ash Blossom or not. I used Tipsy Minstrel, discarding Dragoons, banished his Ash Blossom, and Dragoons activates. We are going to get... I don't really remember what I got, but let's say I got a Lapis Dragon. Why not? Lapis is going to summon itself, and now I activate Tremora's effect, summoning my Pike. Pike is actually going to discard my Neptabis, and we are going to get a Nagerin right here, and the Neptabis' effect activates, we are getting a Dragoon from grave. Right here I decided to go into a Bahamut Shark, an Abyss Dweller, because this is tear we're talking about. And as you can see, we have 4 waters in grave, so I decided to activate Dweller's effect, detaching dragoons to get our Moving Glacier. Moving Glacier's effect activates, we special summon it, we discard 2 cards from our opponent's hand. They were tearlaments and their effects didn't activate thanks to Dweller. And I believe right here, what did we do? I believe we made an Abyss Glacier. So, yeah, that's exactly what we did, and I recall feeling dumb not getting an infantry with my Neptabyss earlier. But still we won because Dweller fucks this deck up, and we actually have quite some plays using Edgering and Dragoons for our next turn, as well as the fact that we are going to get a Send, which means pop or something, and a search with Lacia. Yeah, that's it for this hand. The hand I'm going to showcase is this one. This one was against a Sky Striker spellbook variant, which actually did pretty great at my locals, and I was kind of proud because we had 2 kind of rogue decks against each other. So I played second at the first game, but I lost, and here we are at our second game, in which I played first. I decided to activate Minstrel's effect, sending my dragoons to the grave, banishing a hand trap they had right there, a Veiler actually, and with with my dragoons I got a Neptabyss. Then I activated Tremora's effect, sending dragoons to the grave. Tremora to the grave to special summon Neptabyss. Neptabyss's effect activates. We send dragoons to the grave, and we get the dragoons. And we also get an Abyss Megalo. So I used Abyss Megalo to send dragoons and substitute to the grave, special summon itself, and get both a dragoons and megalo effects. We get Mizuchi to our hand, and we get a Tipsy Diva. Don't forget, we haven't normal summoned yet, so we normal summon our Tipsy Diva to get another. What should we take? Doesn't really matter. I'm going to take a Minstrel right here. Won't use her effect. Although, well, maybe I should. I don't know. We are going to summon a Coral Anemone using Diva and Minstrel, and Anemone summons our Substitute. Substitute activates. We send to the grave our Neptabyss, get a Cube Frog. Neptabyss effect activates. We get our Dragoons. Dragoons to get the Swap Frog, and Dragoons effect to get a Lapis Dragon. We are going to special summon our Lapis Dragon right here. We get our first Totally Awesome right here. Then we are going to tribute our Anemone to get one Swap Frog right here. And yeah, we are going to tribute our Lapis Dragon to get another Swap Frog. We get a second Totally Awesome, and we get an Abyss Glacier. Right here I recalled that I actually got infantry with my diva before, not the minstrel, so that I could have infantry in the grave to get to my hand with totally awesome effect, so that I could have a pop with Abysslacia after negating a card with totally. But we also have our Mizuchi and Called by the Grave for a possible negate as well. Pretty great board right here, and we actually won. So that's it. These are some hands I drew and documented during my locals this weekend. I decided to showcase mostly the test hands that uh, also showcased the Icejades and their ability to bypass your opponent's hand traps. Not bypass them, but it gives you a lot more options for special summons, and you don't have to rely on your normal summon that much. And they ended up great and benefiting the deck quite a lot. So I'm not sure I'm going to remove them after all. Uh, Comment down below if you'd like to see another video like this, showcasing some hands from locals and how they actually went out. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you very much.